Hello everyone, welcome to Math is Fun. Today we'll explore ratios, an easy and exciting way to compare numbers and understand relationships we use every day. Let's make learning ratios simple and fun. These are the learning objectives. First, define ratios. Second, learn how to solve ratios. Third, practice solving ratio word problems. A ratio tells us how much of one thing there is compared to another thing. For example, for every 2 red calculators, we have 3 yellow calculators. Types of ratios. The first one is part to part. Compares the number of one part to another part of the whole. Second, part to whole. Compares a selected number of parts to the total number of all parts in the whole. And lastly, whole to part. Compares the total number of all parts in the whole to a selected number of parts. Ways to show ratios. Ratios can be shown in 3 simple ways. The first one is in words. For example, 4 to 6. Second, using a colon. We can read this as 4 is to 6. And lastly, as a fraction. We can read this as 4 is to 6. All 3 forms represent the same relationship, just written in different ways. Steps in solving ratios. The first one is identify how many of each item is shown. Second, write your ratio. Third, simplify if possible. For example, identify how many of each item is shown. Okay, let's count how many blue crayons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 blue crayons. How about the red crayons? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 red crayons. Step 2, write your ratio. Write the ratio of blue crayons to red crayons in simplest form. So our ratio is 12 is to 4. Lastly, simplify if possible. Write the ratio of blue crayons to red crayons in simplest form. So 12 and 4 are both divisible by 4. And our final answer is 3 is to 1. A ratio is always expressed in its simplest form by dividing both quantities by their greatest common factor or GCF, making the comparison clear and easy to understand. Now it's time to practice. These exercises use real-life situations to help you see how ratios are applied in everyday activities. Let's sharpen our skills by solving and understanding its examples step by step. A class has 12 boys and 18 girls. What is the ratio of boys to girls in simplest form? A. 12 is to 18, B. 2 is to 3, C. 3 is to 2, or D. 6 is to 5. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out the ratio in simplest form. So boys to girls, the ratio is 12 is to 18. And 12 and 18 is not yet in the simplest form. We're going to find the GCF of 12 and 18, which is equal to 6. So 12 divided by 6 is equal to 2, and 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3. So our final answer is equal to 2 is to 3. That is letter B. A recipe uses 4 cups of flour for every 3 cups of sugar. Which ratio represents flour to sugar? A. 3 is to 4, B. 4 is to 3, C. 7 is to 1, or D. 1 is to 7. What do you think the answer? Alright, flour to sugar is 4 is to 3. The question asks directly for flour to sugar. So the ratio is written in the same order 4 is to 3. And this is in simplest form. So our answer is letter B. A bag contains 10 red marbles, 5 blue marbles, and 5 green marbles. What is the ratio of blue marbles to the total marbles? A 1 is to 2, B 1 is to 4, C 5 is to 2, or D 2 is to 5. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. So we're going to find the ratio of blue marbles to the total number of marbles. So the blue marble in the problem is 5. And the total number of marbles, we're going to add all the marbles. So 10 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 20. Okay, then we're going to write the ratio. So our ratio is 5 is to 20. Then we're going to simplify. So 5 is to 20, both divisible by 5. So our final answer is equal to 1 is to 4. And this is letter B. Which ratio is equivalent to 3 is to 5? A 6 is to 10, B 9 is to 20, C 15 is to 20, or D 12 is to 18? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. So finding the equivalent of 3 is to 5. So 3 is to 5 is in the simplest form. We're going to find the higher term by multiplying the same number to the parts. Multiply both parts of 3 and 5 by 2. So 3 times 2 is equal to 6 and 5 times 2 is equal to 10. And we're going to write our ratio. So we have here 6 is to 10 and this is letter A. The ratio of cats to dogs at a shelter is 2 is to 7. If there are 14 dogs, how many cats are there? A 2, B 4, C 7, or D 14? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. So cats to dogs is 2 is to 7. And there are 14 dogs. So we are going to find how many cats are there in the shelter. So 7 is to 14 means we multiply it by 2. So cats is equal to 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. And our answer is letter B. A map uses a scale of 1 inch is to 8 miles. How many miles does 5 inches represent? A 13, B 20, C 40, or D 45? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. Map scale is equal to 1 inch is to 8 miles. So 5 inches times 8 miles is equal to 40 miles. So our answer is letter C. A paint mixture uses blue and yellow paints in a ratio of 3 is to 2. If 15 cups of blue paints are used, how many cups of yellow paints are needed? A 6, B 8, C 10, or D 12? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. So, blue to yellow is 3 is to 2. Blue is 15 cups. Then we're going to find how many cups of yellow paint. So 3, this is equal to 15, means we multiply it by 5. So yellow is equal to 2 times 5 also, and the answer is equal to 10. And this is letter C. There are 24 students in a club. The ratio of girls to boys is 5 is to 3. How many girls are there in the club? A 10, B 12, C 15, or D 18? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. Girls to boys is 5 is to 3. And the total number of students is 24. First, let's find out the total parts. So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Next, let's find out each part. So to find each part, we're going to divide the total students to the total parts. So 24 divided by 8 is equal to 3. Since we're going to find the number of girls, so we're going to multiply 5 times 3 and the answer is equal to 15. So our answer is letter C. A school buys 48 notebooks and 72 pencils. What is the ratio of notebooks to pencils in simplest form? A 2 is to 3, B 3 is to 2, C, 4 is to 6, or D, 6 is to 4? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out the ratio of notebooks to pencils. So we have 48 is to 72. And this is not yet in simplest form. Let's find out what is the GCF of 48 and 72. And it is 24. So let's divide both by 24. So 48 divided by 24 is equal to 2. And 72 divided by 24 is equal to 3. Now our final answer is equal to letter A, 2 is to 3. The ratio of red to blue tiles is 4 is to 9. If there are 52 tiles in total, how many are blue? A, 12, B, 20, C, 36, or D, 40? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. So red to blue is 4 is to 9. And the total number of tiles is 52. So first, let's find out the total parts. So 4 plus 9 is equal to 13. Then, to find each part, we're going to divide 52 by 13 and it gives the answer of 4. Then, to find the blue tiles, we're going to multiply 9 by 4 and it gives the answer of 36. And it is letter C. The ratio of apples to oranges is 3 is to 5. If there are 40 fruits total, how many apples are there? A, 12, B, 15, C, 18, or D, 24? What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. So apples to oranges is 3 is to 5, and the total number of fruits is equal to 40. So first, let's find out the total parts. So 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Each part, 40 divided by 8 is equal to 5. And let's multiply 3 times 5 and the answer is equal to 15. So our answer is letter B. A classroom has 18 math books and 12 science books. Which statement is true? A, the ratio of math to science book is 2 is to 3. B, the ratio of science to math books is 2 is to 3. C, the ratio of math to science books is 3 is to 2. Or D, the ratio of science to math books is 3 is to 2. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. So math is equal to 18 and science is equal to 12. So our ratio is 18 is to 12. Then let's simplify by dividing by 6. So the ratio of math to science is 3 is to 2. And that is letter C. That's end of our lesson on ratios. Keep practicing and applying what you've learned to real-life situations. Thank you for watching, and remember, math is fun.